Kick-ass facts, but pew pew pew! So many mishaps. The Great Pacific Garbage Patch, not to be confused with Garbage Pail Kids, which are amazing. The Garbage Patch is not. It was discovered in 1997 by Captain Charles Moore. The Great Pacific Garbage Patch is a massive accumulation of marine debris, predominantly plastic, located in the North Pacific Ocean. It is not the only one, but it is the largest of several such patches in the world's oceans. After decades of widespread unchecked dumping of plastic waste into the ocean, combined with ocean currents concentrating it into specific areas, led to its formation. It covers an estimated area of about 1.6 million square kilometers, or 617,000 square miles, and is roughly the size of Greenland, or Saudi Arabia, or two Texases. Texi. What's the plural of Texas? Texases. It is estimated to contain around 1.8 trillion pieces of plastic, weighing approximately 80,000 metric tons. Just like your mom. This debris ranges from large plastic objects to tiny microplastics. About 46% of the mass of the debris consists of abandoned or lost fishing equipment, referred to as ghost nets. The Volkswagen emissions scandal, also known as Dieselgate, was a major corporate scandal that emerged in September 2015 when the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency revealed that Volkswagen had intentionally programmed diesel engines in some of its vehicles to cheat emissions tests. Volkswagen had positioned itself as a leader in producing clean diesel vehicles, claiming that its diesel engines were environmentally friendly while offering high performance and fuel efficiency. The company's marketing in the US and Europe focused heavily on diesel cars being a green alternative to gasoline. The core of the scandal was the installation of a defeat device in the software of Volkswagen's diesel engines. This software was designed to detect when the vehicle was undergoing emissions testing and would temporarily reduce emissions to comply with legal limits. During regular driving conditions, however, the software would disable the emissions control systems, causing the vehicles to emit nitrogen oxide pollutants at levels up to 40 times higher than legal limits. The company agreed to pay more than $30 billion in fees, settlements, and compensation globally, including the buyback of affected vehicles. The Cutter incident of 1955. During the early distribution of the polio vaccine, and developed by Jonas Salk, a failure in quality control during the manufacturing process caused the vaccine to be improperly inactivated. So one batch of the vaccine contained live polio virus instead of the inactivated version. This resulted in the administration of a vaccine that caused polio rather than preventing it. As a result, 200,000 doses of the faulty vaccine were distributed. 40,000 children developed mild cases of polio, 200 were paralyzed, and 10 died. Dr. William Halstead's cocaine addiction of the 1880s. Dr. William Halstead, a pioneering American surgeon, experimented with cocaine as an anesthetic and became addicted, a condition that affected his practice for the rest of his life. He later switched to morphine to try to control the addiction, but he became addicted to that as well. At the time, cocaine was legal and widely used in medicine, but its addictive properties were not yet well understood. Halstead's experience led to the eventual regulation of narcotics in medicine. Side note, there's also a widely held belief that the grueling schedules of medical internships and residencies in the United States are because of cokehead Halstead. He was instrumental in developing the modern residency system, and his cocaine addiction may have contributed to his own ability to work long, intense hours, and he required residents to be on call for extended periods, sometimes for days at a time. The connection to Halstead's addiction has been cited in discussions about how residency hours became so out of hand, but more recent reforms have reduced excessive hours to improve patient safety and resident well-being.